Hello, it's Bijan living like a boss here. My name is Milt, and this is October 22nd of 2022. Just trying to put some sort of an intro together for this upcoming video of the after the fact that we repaired the clutch in the D6. We did do a little bit of work with it, pushing the hill a little bit, did a little cutting with the angle blade, wind rode a little bit, and then shut her down for happy hour. And then it's been a few days later. I've been stitching odds and ends together there in this video and trying to get them in chronological order. But I think I'm failing in that regard, so what primarily is what's going on. We're filming what happens with the old cat as we work with it, but getting deeper into the editing of videos and seeing what other things we can do there just to just sharpen things up, make them more interesting. So trying different things, cutting and splitting and that sort of a thing, and retaking and so on and so forth. We're finding out that it's got a bit more involved than what a person thinks when you first start out on this. Anyway, it's pretty time consuming when you add up all the editing hours and setup and all that kind of stuff. As anybody that's making videos knows that's for sure. But anyway, we're just want to tie something to the front of this video to give a little intro as to what we're doing with D6, and later on this afternoon when the clouds leave, gets a little brighter out there, I'm going to start it back up, and we'll video that starting and switch the blade from an angle to a push blade, like a straight push, and we'll go from there. We'll see how she does. We'll make some smoke. Catch up to you later. And today we're just going to correct a little problem that we've had with the old D6. Like in the linkages, there's so many pins and rods and linkages on this mechanism to run the throttle there, and they're all worn out. And this one here is one that we still have a bolt in. The one below it, I managed to rebuild or make a new one out of another bolt. I just polished her up a little bit and drilled a hole through it so it'd take a cotter key, as opposed to just this threaded thing. And that's in behind that. It's got regular threads and whatnot, but I think it's even the wrong size. I should go up to the next size of bolt. So I'm just going to reach over to the other side and pull that out of there. This here particular hole here, it's egged out quite a bit, and this is actually a smaller bolt than what would be required, but it fits pretty tight in this here area. So I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to make another new one, and we'll just kind of try to video that, see how we get that done. Okay, well, we're just going to try to drill a hole. Make a pin mark first, but we'll drill a hole in this bolt, and then we'll make it into a nice pin there that would fit in that assembly. Okay, we've got that drilled out. So what I do next is I'm just going to put the bolt in, the chuck, and then we'll have a cheap man's lathe work going on here. Just turn this around. rotate it in a chuck there and on a grindstone and flatten her out, round off the head. Now we got her all lined up here. We'll just cut the end off and get a keeper pin and we'll be good. I'll just round it off on the grindstone and then we'll go on down to the cat there and see if we can install that.
D6 has got the clutch put back together. Phil and I worked at that, and Connie did a little bit of work there doing the videoing of a few of the little trips down here, bringing parts and tools and stuff, but we got it all back together. Did a couple of pushes there, and yeah, it seems to be working good, so we're just going to shut the camera off and continue with the work and try to get some of this here grade leveled off there. Okay, well, we'll catch up to you later. Well, I've been down at the D6 for a little bit there, just doing a couple of odds and ends. One of them is this, I made another pin for this here linkage over here. You can see there's a fresh washer and a cotter pin in it. I had to bore that hole out with a drill there just to size it up one and make it fit a little bit more snugger. So at least the two pins on that throttle arm are been rebuilt and not quite so sloppy. Up here I found a mason jar. A friend of mine gave me a whole bunch of canning jars. She had a pint mason jar in there, and Caterpillar did not use the threaded type mason jars like an International, but I wrapped some black tape around the threads there and clamped up that, cinched up that clamp up there, and it holds it in. It's not going to vibrate at all. But later on I'm going to order from Caterpillar a new glass jar up there, and I don't think they're glass either from Cat Original, they're plastic. But anyway, going to order that up, and then you can see these, I got a nipple on this here one lever because the bakelite is broke right off, so I'm going to order up well, several of those handles. I can use them on the D6 and the D4s are missing two or three, and then there's one here. I don't know if you can see this one here, but it's going to fail anyway. It's cracking halfway up the body of it, so it's going to fall off there eventually. And then also what I had to repair is this sediment bowl. It was leaking gas, so I took that all apart and cleaned it out and made a new cork gasket to hold the glass bowl up in place there. So that's seems to be working all right. So we're almost ready here. We're not going to do it today, but I'm going to start the old girl back up, and then we will go up onto our project there. I'm going to take it off the angle blade position, and we will put straight blade on. Just make it. that'll conclude the filming for the day, but hopefully I got some good smoke coming out of her and some hard pushing. Maybe we should, no, I think we're good. We'll catch up to you later.